What's going on, everyone? This is Carlo, the Solution the Solution to Fitness, and today I'll be reviewing the Dodge Challenger 2021 SXT. So I'm happy to announce I just purchased my new 2021 Dodge Challenger. I sold my old one and I decided to review it in this 95-degree weather here in New Jersey. I sold my last Challenger. It was near and dear to my heart. I really loved that car, but I had it for 9 years. I bought it when it first came out and it was time to go. I don't really do car reviews. This is actually the very first one that I'm doing. I really do fitness videos. I review supplements, I review franchise gyms, I review a bunch of equipment, but occasionally I branch out and do videos like this. So if you're into fitness videos like the ones I mentioned, then consider sticking around, checking out those videos, and benching the subscribe button, squatting that like button, punching out the notification bell to be notified of future uploads such as those. And if this video turns out somewhat successful, I may do more car reviews. Who knows? So how I'm going to construct this review is I'm first going to talk the body or the exterior of the car. I'm going to talk the trunk, I'm going to pop open the hood. Then I'll move to the interior of the car. I'll talk my buying experience, if I think this is worth the price, what you should be paying for this car. Pretty much my overall opinion of it. Now, with all that being said, let's get right into the review of the 2021 Dodge Challenger all-wheel drive SXT. Alright, so we're going to start, like I said, with the exterior of the car. As you can see here, this is the all-green Challenger. Now I'm going to move to the front of the car. So over here is the front grille of the car. It is satin chrome. This really gives me that old school Challenger vibe, especially this part right here. My old Challenger didn't have that part. You can see the Challenger logo right here, just like the original. You have these automatic projector headlamps, and let me tell you, the front turn signals are bright as hell, so people in front of you will definitely notice at night. You're behind me. Down here, this version didn't come with any fog lights, but you can see that you have an option to install those there. I'm moving around to the side of the car. These are some 19 inches right here. These are Pirelli tires, which is a really great brand. These are all-season performance tires. These definitely will last you for a pretty long time. And one of the best things about this car is all-wheel drive, baby. Yes, I live here in Jersey, so we get a pretty good amount of snow. Back in 2012 when I got my first Challenger, if there was an inch of snow on the ground, maybe even less, this car was slipping and sliding all over the place. I swore my next car was going to be a car that is meant for Jersey weather, but now I don't have to do that. Gotta be honest though, I'm still in the summertime. I just got this car, so I have not tried this in the snow yet, but maybe I'll update you on if this really is really good in the snowy weather. Over here you have your bright fuel filler door, which always looks great. So let's move back to the rear of the car. We're going to start with these taillights here. The taillights are definitely a throwback to the old school taillights from the 69, 70 Challengers. I think when it comes to paying homage to old school and mixing it in with new school, Dodge does it the best. And you have your backup camera right here. The dovetail wing also was not included in my 2012 Challenger. I'm going to come back to the trunk space and all that, but I want to move to the inside of the car first. How does the interior look? Alright, we're going to door. Hey, I got to wave myself first. Alright, let's go back in. Okay, we have the cloth seats. I don't know if there's a glare or not. Alright. The passenger side has a lot more leg room than the previous versions that I encountered. Over here you see I bought the WeatherTech seat, the WeatherTech mats. Pretty much the first thing you gotta buy is these things. It's my opinion. Okay, let's sit in here for a sec. Okay, on the door here you can see the additional cup holder they have here. I don't know. I'm in between on how I feel about this part. The original, my original 2012 had a bigger pocket space here. You know, if you want to put in some like extra tissues or something like that for emergencies, like if you have spills in your car. You know, take out menus for cheat days, things like that. But at the same time, I do like the additional cup holders.
I'm with my wife heading to the gym. I got 2 water bottles and 2 protein containers, so the additional space helps. Let's go back to the back seat. So the back seats do look pretty comfortable. I mean, it's a 2-door car, so you can't expect all of the space in the world here. Yeah, usually people with these kind of cars aren't expecting a lot of company like this, but they do have more cup holders here. Let's see, let me squeeze in here. Yeah, more cup holders. I want to know did somebody put in a suggestion to make more cup holders in this thing? I'm curious where the cup holder obsession came from. The car has 6 total speakers. You get 6 total speakers. You'll get gray bass in this car. First thing I did when I bought this car and was driving home was max out that bass. But now I'm sitting back on the driver's side. I'm not gonna close the door yet because it's hot as hell. Over here you got let me move some of this stuff out the way. I don't have my Easy Pass on there yet. We have the leather wrapped shift knob. This is also different from my 2012, though this is something that they changed a couple years back, but I do like this better. It's more of a firm grip for me. The dashboard here is pretty awesome. The first car I got that has a built-in touchscreen. And you can see my fingerprints are already all over the damn thing. That started the first day. So you're gonna need a nice little cloth to clean that one every once in a while. It's a 7-inch screen. So let's play around with that actually. Close the door. There's a push to start car. See that? You connect. This is a Uconnect Bluetooth. This offers Apple CarPlay and Google Android. So let's not get that copyright claims on this video. Okay. Like I said, offers Apple CarPlay and Google Android Auto, so you can use both iPhone and Androids for this. There's also 2 USB ports right in here. And look how deep this is actually. Pretty deep. Those are just receipts. Okay. Alright, so you have your radio. You have your media. No media device available, but climate off. Here you can activate your heated seats, heating steering wheels. Here's some apps, controls. Still playing around with this thing. I haven't played around with it yet, but my phone's already connected to it. But settings. It does come like all other, I guess Dodge. They give you the Sirius Radio. What do you call it? Sirius Radio trial. And yeah, so that's pretty much. Yeah, 7-inch screen does what a normal car should do. Let's move on over here to the leather steering wheel. I honestly don't think I'm going to add a steering wheel cover to this. It feels great. I'm able to get another firm grip on this. I do like the feeling of this. Here's a great example, and I want to show you this actually. This is a great example of old school mixed with new school here. You have your 160 miles per hour speedometer here, and there's a digital one. Let's turn this car on. And now we're digital, baby. Yeah, this is my first time having a car with digital speedometer. You also have, where is it at? The sport mode. An easily accessible sport mode. All you gotta do is push that button, and that green little flag pops up. See it there? Push it. Push it again. Green flag disappears. Upper left corner here. I want to zoom in, but I don't want to lose focus. you have your mileage, the mileage you have left till your gas runs out. I do got a gas up. 170 miles left. You can see your outside temperature right here, 91 degrees, 4 degrees less than when I started this video. You also can see that right here as well. And this is the inside temperature. So now we're gonna play around with this. Start pressing these buttons here. See what else I can see on this monitor here, this digital display. I'm gonna hit this button here. Of course you could, this is for a screen setup. You can see that you can, see where to place certain things here. I'm gonna leave that the same. The range, the top left, just gonna stay at that. Or you can put the time. Just keep that setting saved. Set back, what else we got here? Messages, radio, what's on right now? Fuel economy, that's good. Oh, here's a pretty cool one. This will track how fast you go 0 to 60. Kind of like a record holder here. It's pretty cool as well. Here's the tire pressure from all your tires, so you know which one's flat or whatever. So I'm going to go back to the outside of the car. I don't think there's anything else I can really mention about the inside of the car. Alright, so I just popped the trunk hood. Alright. Check out that trunk space. This didn't change much. The Challengers always had a ton of trunk space. Let's check under here. I want to show you this. This is actually pretty cool. Alright, see that? Under here you have your battery in the back. They started putting batteries in the back for better weight distribution. A lot of companies are actually doing this now. I also heard it has something to do with the excessive heat from the engine. Not entirely sure about that one, but it makes sense if that was also the case. Over here, no spare tire included, which is what I preferred. Brings the cost of the vehicle down, but it did come with a tire inflator kit, which is pretty cool. Let's put this on. Alright, so now we're going to move around to the front of the car. Let's pop that hood. Okay, we're under the hood now. Like all SXT V6 Challengers, this is a 3.6 liter engine. Now do not let that fool you though, because this car pulls. Let's go over the top 4 questions you get about this car. Top 4 questions. Hey, is that a V8? Is it stick? Is that a Charger? Is it fast? And I can accurately answer that last question. Yes, this car pulls. It is definitely faster than my previous version. Well, it pulls faster than my previous version. Obviously, you're not going to compare this to a Hellcat or the Scat Pack Challengers because no, there's no comparison there. But are you getting this car to street race or are you getting this car for looks? Because most people are getting it for looks because this is definitely the most affordable sports car in the market. It's really good for a daily drive. Okay, now I do want to point out one more thing under this hood. Let's come back in here. Okay, one thing you may notice is what seems to be another battery. This actually isn't a battery, this is a fuse panel, which can also be used for jump starts. This is a common question I see online. So now I'm going to move around to talking about my buying experience. So I had it set in my mind for a long time that I wanted this colored Challenger. So I traveled far, I was patient, and that's one thing you need when you're looking for a very specific car, patience. And don't be afraid to walk away if you drove 100 miles to see the car you really wanted and didn't get the price that you wanted. I mean, like, don't consider it a loss. I remember the first place that I went to was the Locardi Dodge Chrysler Ram in Greenbrook, New Jersey, and I probably will never go back there again. I actually went there twice. The first time I went there was back when I got my previous 2012 Challenger, and they were trying to sell me a 2011 Challenger, a year old,
for the same price. I think it was actually a little more than what a 2012 should be worth. And I was so desperate at the time to get that car that I was actually about to settle and get that. And that's one thing, that's actually the second thing you guys need, besides patience, is never settle. The manager there was completely unwilling to negotiate with me, and I'm so happy that he is like that, because right after I found the car that I really did want. So I went to a lot of dealerships back then, so I didn't remember the place. So I actually went there again. And let me tell you guys, this car is worth no more than $34K. If you see this car for $34K or less, snatch it up. So when I went there again, they were selling it for $42K. And to top it off, it had this, I guess they're charging more for the ugly ass camouflage sticker that they had on the hood. Like it was a gray camouflage on the entire hood sticker. Ugly as hell. Whoever does the bodywork in that dealership needs to be fired. Plus, I hate stickers on cars. They eventually get discolored, they start changing colors, and it's better to get permanent paint jobs. So again, I tried to negotiate. I met with the manager, and then I remembered I was there before because I remembered the manager, and again, unwilling to negotiate. I really feel bad for the salesman there. They cannot be making money there. And they had a lot of challengers there, but they all had stupid stickers on. So I actually ended up getting this car from the dealership Lester Glenn in Thomas River. That's actually by Seaside, and they didn't let me walk out the door without making some kind of deal with me. And because of that, they have won a lifetime customer. I'm always gonna go back there. They even gave me a good amount of money for my previous car. So I'm talking to the salesman there, and the price that I got for him was $2,000 more than what I saw on the window. And that's because it has all these after-cost purchases that you really don't need. Some of those purchases were to add on a stripe on the side of the car, which I didn't want. Cleaner spray for the seats, which is probably already added on there. So yeah, I was able to negotiate that off. You don't really need any of that. Okay, so on a final note, is this car worth it? Should you buy yourself a Dodge Challenger 2021, 2022 next year? Should you get it? The only negative I can say about this car is that if you have kids or are planning to have kids, this may not be the car for you. It could be a pain in the ass if you're trying to get a car seat back there. Maybe if this is your secondary car, I'd recommend it to you. But that's pretty much it. Like I said, these are affordable, good-looking cars, and I love Dodge Challengers. I love muscle cars. This is my second one. I will get a third. By the way, I'm sorry I talk with my hands a lot. I am Italian. But yeah, in my opinion, it's a great car, especially if you're into old school. I'm old school. I love everything old school. I love old school movies. I love old school workouts. I love old school music. And I'm not talking about old school music like 90s music. I'm talking about Frank Sinatra, the best singer of all time. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. Alright, I won't quit my day job. There's something about when you're driving on the road and you see another Challenger, you gotta pay respect to that guy. You say, what's up? What's up? You know, just because there's a mutual Challenger respect. I mean, unless they're kids or just a dickhead. You know, the ones that only look straight when they drive. But yeah, guys, that was my 2021 Dodge Challenger SXT all-wheel drive review. I recommend the hell out of this car. Get yourself one. No, they're not paying me to do this video. I wish they were paying me to do this video. Every Dodge that I imagine the commission I would get for every Dodge I sell. Now, but guys, if you're new to the channel, please stick around, especially if you're into fitness videos, especially if you're into gym reviews. If you're getting a Dodge Challenger, you better be into fitness. Check out my gym reviews, like my reviews of Lifetime Fitness, of LA Fitness, of Retro Fitness. Check out my home gym equipment reviews that I did on Titan Fitness, on Valor Fitness, on Power Tag. What else did I do? Fitness Gear, Waiter, all that. Check out that playlist. Got more videos on the way, so be sure to, again, bench that subscribe button, squat that like button, punch out the notification bell to be notified of all my uploads. Once again, this is Carlo Solution saying if you got a problem, I'll help you solve it. Your wishes are done and your best. It's yet to come. The bugs are eating me alive. I gotta go.